Well, on this week's episode, I'm up first. I have a great piece of property to hunt in Putnam County, West Virginia, and have a lot of birds here, folks. A lot of hens, a lot of gobblers, and I'm excited to get a chance out here after it. Last year, I was bow hunting, and I had a big gobbler coming that I wanted. He came in, I made the shot, but unfortunately he was still at half strut. I hit him, but it was through his feathers, and I didn't get any vital organs, didn't wound the animal at all, and he lived. Hunted the rest of the season, was unsuccessful, had to work and deal with all that. And then going into this year, I knew that bird was still out there. And I had him and another funny looking bird that you'll see later in this episode we call No Fan. I'm looking forward to getting an opportunity to go after these birds, so you guys stick with us for a great show.
Real wide. Super wide.
The man.
Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with this bird.
Another nice, beautiful rainbow caught on the second tree.
Appalachian Trophy TV is brought to you by
Hey folks, Jeremy Allen here with Appalachian Trophy TV. Today's Thursday, May the 3rd. I'm getting ready to head back to the turkey woods to try to get redemption on that gobbler that was able to escape my arrow last year. I've gone out twice already this year. Once by myself, it was snowy, horrible conditions. Temperatures were in the low 30s, and it was actually snowing. The last time I headed out was this past weekend with the other guys. We went down to Hatfield McCoy trails, so I'm excited to get out here. I'm going out solo today. I have 2 or 3 birds working these Whitetail Institute food plots, and I'm hoping this one with the white head shows up. He's an older turkey, and again, he's the one that was able to slip me last year, so I'm hoping that I can get some redemption on him. Definitely a big bird, be by far my biggest turkey I've taken. So taking my grandpa's shotgun with me today. Again, it's May 3rd, it's warm temperatures, low 60s right now. Low winds, probably 5 to 10 miles an hour, and I'm just blessed to get a chance to get out there, so I'm heading out extra early this morning. They're roosting not far from these food plots. I'm going to set up in my box blind in these food plots and hope that they make their way in here in the next few hours. So you guys stick with us. Thanks for watching.
How are you feeling heading into that morning?
Man, I was excited. I had these birds coming in on trail camera into these Whitetail Institute food plots almost daily, pretty much daily. And not only did I have 5 or 6 gobblers that were worth shooting, but man, there was like 50 or 60 hens. So I knew this time of year, I've seen them fired up all around, heard them gobbling down at the house. I know that at this farm that I have a good chance with all those hens. So I got set up, ready to go, went to my blind. I was up there 30 minutes before daybreak, perfect timing. Camera set up, ready to go, and I'm just hoping that one of these birds show up this morning. I'm looking forward to getting an opportunity to go after these birds, so you guys stick with us for a great show.
Appalachian Trophy TV is brought to you by
Dropping.
What was the first action of the morning?
Man, it didn't take long. Didn't hear any gobbles, which was frustrating knowing that these birds are roosted a couple hundred yards away from me. But eventually a hen started cackling out there. And I pulled out the Nature's Voice call and I started hitting a little bit and she'd answer me. And we had a lot of fun together. But what was real funny was when I thought a gobbler was about to enter the field, I heard something walking in the leaves back to my right, and it was her. She came walking out there like nothing and was going back and forth with me, and I kind of hushed a little bit. She seen the decoys out there. I had a Jake and hen decoy set up, and she came out and messed with them a little bit, fed around in the food plot, and walked on her own way. So didn't hear any gobbles right then, and it was frustrating, but to be able to get that interaction with her and to hear her calling and me calling, it's like a practice session. You know, you're learning as you're doing it because you're hearing a natural animal make her sound. So it was really cool to be able to do that, and you could tell she was a little mad too, which was fun. Man, I finally made it happen. The bird I missed last year with my bow came back in. I was able to take him down with my grandpa's shotgun, 1950s model Remington Wingmaster. Couldn't be more stoked, but what's really crazy is after I make the shot and put him down, no fan comes running back in. Comes out of nowhere. He ran away when I made the shot, put the bird down, and I thought the bird was done. And no fan runs up to him, starts pecking him and messing with him and everything. So I run out of the blind immediately and get rid of no fan. He starts running off. Put another shot in my bird and he's done. I couldn't be more stoked. It's super awesome. I'm pumped up, and I'm just really excited to have this bird on the ground.
How awesome was that? That was so exciting. Just to be able to put a great shot on a big bird. Had to go out there, and you know how they do after they get shot. And you seen the other one came back in, and I didn't get to tell you guys that this morning, but the trail cam pictures I've been getting on this trail camera, one of these gobblers, good gobbler, as you just seen, has no tail feathers at all. No tail feathers. It's hard to believe, but he doesn't. So anyway, he came in with that Mr. Whitehead is what I call that other guy, and they both came in, and I was able to put a good shot on him. It's funny, the other one was actually strutting too, but you can't tell because he doesn't have any tail feathers.
So what did you learn from this hunt?
Man, I learned a lot. I'm not a real big turkey hunter. My grandpa turkey hunted a lot, but I didn't get the opportunity to turkey hunt with him very often. It was more deer hunting. The time of year we could drive up to Maryland and go, and my dad didn't turkey hunt, so I'm almost self-taught. But I've gone a bunch of times, been unsuccessful a bunch of times, but I'm finally getting the hang of it. And to be able to put down this big bird, I know he's big, I know he's old. Walk up, his spurs are nice, I'm excited, I know he's going to be a really good scoring bird. And I'm just blessed to get this opportunity. So as far as learning anything, patience. You know, I sat there for a long time, didn't hear no gobbles, didn't move, didn't worry about it, just knew that those food plots will draw them in just like they do deer. They're so nutritious, and the whitetail and the turkeys love them. Well folks, here's my beautiful West Virginia gobbler. I couldn't be more pleased this morning. I was able to make it off the mountain, get some pictures with Hadley real quick, and make it back up here to gather all my stuff and do this final interview for you folks. Beautiful bird. When I had him down at the house, I was able to measure. His beard there's a few hairs that stretch to 12 inches on him, so that's amazing. And his spurs are 1.5 inches and 1 3/8 inches. So he's definitely a limb hanger. Nature's Voice Game Calls brought him in. He was coming in feeding in the Whitetail Institute food plots, and with a little bit of work from the Nature's Voice calls, you know, we were able to get him in range. So just a great bird down. Appreciate you guys for tuning into this week. Stay tuned for more from Appalachian Trophy TV, and I thank you for watching. You all stick with us through the break for a few words from our fine sponsors. We appreciate you for watching. Jared McClanahan's next with another West Virginia gobbler. Stay tuned.
Appalachian Trophy TV is brought to you by
Dropping.
All right, everybody. It's the opening day of turkey season here in West Virginia, spring gobbler season. And I just came home on lunch. It's a real nasty day today, just pouring rain, cold, like 40 degrees. I got my brand new Nature's Voice game calls I just picked up yesterday. I'm gonna try to break these babies in, see if I can't get a gobbler on the ground. So come on, let's go get in the blind.
So the birds were in the food plot when you came home from lunch.
Yeah, man, when I came down the driveway, they were in full strut in the field.
So how long did it take for them to come back?
Just a couple minutes. I kind of slowed as I was passing them, and they didn't run off, which is why I thought I had a good chance, because when I went by, they just walked real casual out of the food plot, walked into the woods. So I went to the house and I got my stuff, and I just eased up through the woods and got in my blind, and it was only, I mean, I called for maybe 5 minutes, and here they come. I mean, they were only about 40 yards over the bank, just out of sight. And so they were really close when I started calling. At first, I didn't think the gobblers were coming. I could hear the gobblers, and they were getting closer, but the first turkey that popped out was a hen, which was unusual to me. I thought, why would the birds even come if they've already got a hen? But she came out first and actually started to approach my decoys, and then the gobblers were behind them, and then I got real excited. Just came home from lunch. I knew these turkeys were gonna move late because of all this bad weather. You can hear the rain right now. I snuck up here, put my decoy out, and crawled in the blind and started calling. And I mean, I've been here 10 minutes and I got a longbeard on the ground. Yes! All right. It don't get any better than that.
Any advice or lessons learned on this hunt you'd like to give to our viewers?
The best advice I can give is don't get up, go get in the woods, set up before dark, hunt till 8:30, and if you don't hear anything, give up and go home, because when the birds roost, they roost with the hen a lot of times, and they come off and they'll mess with that hen for a while, and then they'll send the hen on somewhere else and they go looking for another hot hen. So some of the best hunting can be from like 9 o'clock till that cutoff at 1. I've caught a lot of birds in that time.
Stick with us through the break. When we get back, we're going to go check out Jared's bird. Thank you all for watching.
Appalachian Trophy TV is brought to you by
Dropping.
Well, I can't believe it, but we were able to make it happen. This has got to be the fastest turkey hunt I've ever had. First turkey with my dad's shotgun, and first turkey I've ever called with a mouth call. These are nature's voice game calls. Mike makes them right here, hand makes every one in West Virginia, and they are awesome. You need to get you some. Let's get this bird out of here. Thanks for coming with me, this was awesome. I'm just so excited.
I'm super stoked, folks. I was able to take down the bird that I missed last year with my bow. Couldn't be more blessed, able to shoot him with my grandpa's shotgun that's almost 70 years old. What's cooler than that? Just a super exciting hunt, and to kill a big bird like that with my grandpa's gun, who's no longer, of course he's no longer with me, so it means a lot for sure. And for Jared, to leave work at his lunch, who goes home on their lunch break and hunts? Not many people get that opportunity, but Jared made it happen. He left, he drove home, seen the gobblers right there in the food plot close to his house, was able to get changed quick, go to the blind, set up, do a few calls with his Nature's Voice game calls, and call those birds back into that Whitetail Institute plot. A lot to say about Jared. I mean, that's an awesome hunt, great bird, congratulations to him. You guys make sure to stick with us next week for another exciting adventure here on Appalachian Trophy TV. God bless, we appreciate your support. Thanks to all of our sponsors and viewers like you. We'll see you next time.
Appalachian Trophy TV is brought to you by
So just a great bird down. I appreciate you guys for tuning in this week.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.
Just want to thank all of our sponsors that's been a part of this journey with us from the beginning.
Here he is, folks. Beautiful rainbow here on Second Creek.
Here it is, outdoors Appalachian style, baby.
Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Stick with us for more from Appalachian Trophy.